Next, we will look into the absorption. Absorption concerns the process of entry of drug into systemic circulation from the site of its administration. The determinants of absorption are those described for drug permeation. Those were lipid solubility, aqueous solubility, surface area, and vascularity. Intravascular administration, intravenous route does not involve absorption and there is no loss of drug, hence bioavailability is equal to 100%. So don't fall into the trick of examiner if he asks what is the fastest route of absorption, that is inhalation. With extravascular administration, less than 100% of dose may reach the systemic circulation because of variations in bioavailability. Bioavailability can be defined as rate and extent of drug that reaches into the systemic circulation. Now we will learn many terms like lag time, onset of activity, duration of action from this graph. This is the time 0 when we administer the drug. It sits into the stomach for a specific time, that is called the lag time. After that time, it starts, first molecules occurs into the plasma circulation until it reaches to the minimum effective concentration. This phenomena is particular for extravascular route because there is no absorption in intravenous route, so the graph will start from this point. So cumulatively, lag time and minimum effective concentration is called onset of activity. From minimum effective concentration, first graph goes above and then it comes below. This time is called duration of action, and time it reaches to the maximum concentration is called time of maximum concentration, and we are seeing first pharmacological effect at this place. After that, the elimination starts. If some has renal problem, then this graph will prolong like this. Bioavailability is described as rate and extent of drug that reaches into the systemic circulation. The equation for this is F is equal to area under the curve per oral over area under the curve intravenous. So when we give intravenous bolus, the graph will start from here, and for oral administration the graph will start from here because there occurs the absorption. Why we use F and why not B? Because F shows the fraction of drug that reaches into the systemic circulation. Basically, we will only concentrate on the overlapping area. What is first pass effect? Drug given per oral are absorbed into the portal circulation and initially distributed to the liver. For some drugs, their rapid hepatic metabolism decreases bioavailability, that is called the first pass effect. This occurs for lidocaine and nitroglycerin. That's why lidocaine is given intravenous and nitroglycerin is given by sublingual route. First drugs is given through mouth, goes into the stomach and then it will go into the GI tract or it will go into the liver. When it will go into the liver, then the first pass effect will occur and there will be fast metabolism of drug. It was all about absorption. Absorption is the first step. The next steps will be distribution, metabolism, and then elimination. So we can describe this as ADME process. In next lecture, we will discuss the distribution process. Thank you so much.